welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a little bit more of a serious video. It's going to be more talking about staying positive. There is a lot of negativity surrounding staying positive. Weird, right? Like, it's positive. You're supposed to want to be positive. Life is hard though, so sometimes it's hard to stay that way. But I'm here to offer motivation. I'm here to tell you it's okay. I'm here to tell you don't give up. Stay in it. Stay focused. Stay motivated. So let's jump into the video. Grab your wine because it's gonna get real. So the message in this video today is positivity. Stay positive. Stay uplifted. Stay upbeat. I know sometimes easier said than done with what we've gone through in these past 3 years, but it's no excuses. We can't have excuses. I think one of the greatest things I've learned from in my life and my journey to figuring out what my purpose is stop making excuses. Nobody's gonna hear that when it comes to success, when it comes to trying to make your dreams come true. Excuses are a no-no. We don't have time for that. We have kids to feed. We have money to make. We have things that we got to do. We're trying to travel. We're trying to retire by 35. I'm trying to retire by 35. We don't have time for that. Enough of the excuses, enough of the I don't know, the ifs, the ands, the unsure, the uncertainty. We don't have time for that this year. If you don't know what your purpose is, now it's the time to try to figure out what it is. If you don't know what, if you don't have any tools, that you can think of or any resources to stay positive, start researching, start getting some tools. Like, there is no excuse. Kids driving you crazy, okay, feed them, put them to sleep, and you take your mommy or daddy time and come up with a plan. Like, there's no excuses. There's none. If your kids are driving you crazy, put them to sleep, take your mommy, take your daddy time at that point, and it's time to get to work. Like, it's time to brainstorm. It's time to come up with some ideas, some fresh ideas for your brand, for what you want to do, for what you want to, make plans for yourself, for your future. Even if you don't have a business mind, or you don't wish to be a content creator, or success, like your life is fine the way it is and you don't wish for anything more, not that that's a bad thing, then that's time to plan a vacation for yourself, readjust your budget, something. We have to stay busy. We have to stay motivated to reach our goals. If we do not stay motivated, nobody's gonna stay motivated for us. Nobody's gonna be there every step of the way to push you. Oh, okay, you made it here. Okay, let's push you a little bit further. Oh, okay, great, wonderful, you made it here. No, nobody's doing that. Nobody's gonna show up to your door with the opportunity. So it's time to reset, refocus, and let's keep moving. We don't have time for that. We don't have time to sit. We don't have time to wonder and guess. Oh, I guess, I guess I could just, no. No. We are in our 30s, and I'm gonna leave that there. We don't have time for that. And I get, a lot of people are in the season of taking that pressure off themselves that was placed on us all these years. A lot of people are in the mode of, releasing the unhealthy way of thinking about success. And I understand, I completely get that, and I understand. But to be successful, there are sacrifices that need to be made. Sleep sacrifices need to be made sometimes when you're trying to be successful. Friendship sacrifices need to be made sometimes when you're trying to be successful. Family relationships sometimes have to take a break while you try to go figure out how you're going to grow your brand, and how are you going to become successful, how I'm going to retire by 35, and how I'm going to set my kids up for life after I'm gone from here. Like, certain sacrifices need to be made, and we cannot keep making excuses for not doing it. And that's real. And we can't allow ourselves to be surrounded with people that's going to back up our bullshit. Like, nobody should be in my life that's not going to push me. You know what I'm saying? People are there to motivate you and help you. If those people are complacent with you being mediocre, then those are not people you want in your life. And that's facts. You do not want anybody in your life that doesn't want more for themselves. They're not going to want more for you then. You know what I'm saying? So I think A lot of today's negativity surrounds money, surrounds the lack thereof. It surrounds failed relationships. It surrounds problematic children, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, my kids are driving me crazy. Oh, I don't have money. Oh, relationship after relationship after relationship. You know what I'm saying? Dead the distractions. Your kids, you can't do nothing about them, okay? But you can choose who you do and do not have in your life. You can choose how hard you choose to go at work. If work money is not enough, pick up a side hustle, set some time aside. Like, you know what? I'm gonna go drive Uber. I'm gonna drive Uber to get an extra $300-400, and that's gonna help me carry me to, you know, the next. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that live check to check. I know that's not some people's reality, but there's a lot of us that lives check to check and that don't have money to. Oh, I'm just gonna not work for a couple of weeks, or I'm just gonna take some downtime. We can't do that. So in those times, you have to readjust, refocus your plans and your goals and say, you know what? This week is going to be a hustle week for me. I'm going to put my kids to bed, you know, have such and such watch them, and I'm going to go make some money real quick, and then I'm going to come back, and then that way I'll have enough to sustain me. Like, life is real, and I understand that. And I remember before I even started like my YouTube channel, I always tell myself, well, I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. That was like my biggest excuse. I don't have time. I don't have time. I have kids. I have work. I have, you know, drama with everything else. Like, I don't have time. When I would come home and sit with my children, you know, feed them, bathe them, whatever, get them situated. Once they were taken care of, I had 2 to 3 hours. And I'm like, cool, I can relax. I'm good. I done did my motherly duties. I'm fine. Everybody in here is great. Everybody good? We're good. So I can relax. No. That time, at least 30 minutes to an hour of that time, is for me to sit down, brainstorm what videos I'm gonna do, how am I gonna edit them, what music I want in the video, be researching music, or, you know, that's time to hustle. That's time to work. Because at the end of the day, I will not work a 9 to 5 my whole life. And some people, that's fine, that's good enough. And I'm not knocking you. That is amazing that you can dedicate that much time to a company. That is amazing. That is truly amazing. For me, that's not my situation or my story, and I choose not to subject myself to that. I want to make my dreams come true. I don't want to make someone else's dreams come true. I don't want to punch all these hours in to make someone else richer, and I'm still struggling. That makes no sense to me, and it doesn't add up, and I will never be a part of that. When I reach my level of success, I will never do that again. I'm in a point in mode of life of moving forward. I will not go back to things that didn't serve me before. I will not do that. I cannot do that. I have children. I have to secure their future. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, stop making excuses. You do have time. The time you're sitting on Instagram, the time you're sitting on Twitter, the time you're sitting on Snapchat and Facebook, that's your time. Delete the apps, put the apps down, put your phone down, and get to work. Get to brainstorming, get to figuring out what your purpose is. Get to the money. Like, money is only a bad thing when it's abused. I feel like if you're working hard to get money just to sustain your life or make your life better, there's no issue with that. So if you have to sacrifice some things to do that, then you need to do that. There is no excuse as to why we can't create the future that we want. There is no excuses. What is the excuse? There is none. There is none. It's either you're dedicated, you're putting in the work, or you're lazy and you're not. That is the truth. So you can be lazy and make excuses and say I can't, or I don't, or I just don't have, you know, you can make all those excuses and say that. But at the end of the day, you have everything you need, every resource you need to make what you need happen. There is no excuse. Stop the excuses, because we're not taking that this year. The rest of this year and next year and the year after that. Because when you look up 5 years from now, and 5 years go so quick, when you look up in 5 years, you're gonna be like, what did I do? What did I do with my life? Like, here I am, you know, at the age I am, wasted another year. Doing what? worried about relationships, worried about being with somebody, worried about, no, I can grow my brand and grow my YouTube and grow my business and be just fine. Now, I know that sounds a little crazy for people that's already in that space, who has their brand established, who has the money they need to sustain themselves, and now all they're looking for is love. Well, sis, I'm not talking to you. We're talking to the ones who still have to establish their way in life and get, you know, to where you are, sis. We're trying to be like you. But yeah, so I guess my biggest advice right now in this season for people who feel stuck and unmotivated and not positive is to just get up, make the move towards it, get up and do something. Whether it's brainstorming, writing down, getting a calendar, writing yourself some stuff on a calendar, creating a vision board, getting some order to your life, something. You can do something. There is something you can do right now that doesn't cost money, that doesn't need for you to go anywhere, that doesn't need for you to talk to anybody. There is things you can do right now. Every one of us has a phone. That's how we're able to be on all these social media sites. There is nothing you can't do on your phone. So with that being said, there's no excuses. Get what you need to get done. Get it done now. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.